Hi, I'm Matt. I'm the founder of National Custom Compounding, and this is our NCC Capsule Conversations, where we have one simple aim, and that's to get into a capsule with a team member in our business and learn something cool about them, learn what they do, and learn a bit more about our compounding business. I'm really excited today to have Aliza with me. She's come all the way from Pakistan through an intern training program, so she's currently one of our interns. She's done an amazing job to take all the steps necessary to get all the approvals, to get the registration as an international pharmacist to practice in Australia, and she's halfway through her intern program. Thanks for watching. I hope you enjoy it, and like always, if you're a team member, give me a shout and I'd love to have you on. And if you're a subscriber or viewer, feel free to like it and subscribe, and we look forward to helping you soon. Have a great day and take care. You know how hard it is for people to understand people in their role or in a workplace, or patients to understand how difficult a workplace is? No, not difficult. What the difference about it, perhaps? I thought if we make these sort of videos, we don't have to publicise them, but at least we can use them as a tool that people can get to know people.
Exactly.
I mean, obviously there's some people that won't want to participate at all because it's not their thing, or they're too nervous or anything like that. But for those that do step up to the challenge and participate, I don't know, sky's the limit.
Yeah.
Maybe you're going to be an Uber podcaster.
Yeah, I think people who do carry out podcasts, they're kind of like in touch with themselves too much.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
They always
and
have
they
to
want
be.
to like express a lot, which is great.
Yeah.
And I mean, no like offense to people who don't want to participate or those who don't want to have a conversation. I think it's always good to like be expressive, even if you haven't really understood your own thoughts. Yeah, just like go with the flow when it comes to like talking about your inner feelings or
what comes to mind. I think it's a bit more genuine, hey?
Yeah, more
As
genuine.
opposed
You
to
don't
that,
have to like craft it.
That's exactly right. And there's not a huge amount of preparation.
Exactly.
Which is a bit more sincere.
Exactly, yeah.
Awesome. Well, I'm very excited to be sitting and chatting to you, Aliza, today in our NCC Capsule Conversation.
I'm thrilled.
And that's awesome. And much like the name alludes to, the concept is we kind of build a compounding capsule around us and just shoot the breeze and get to know you a bit better. And
Perfect.
the wild journey that you've been on to end up here.
Perfect.
It's awesome.
Yeah.
So awesome. Well, again, thank you very much for sitting down and chatting. Just share a bit about yourself, who you are, what your role is, your background.
Sure. I'm Aliza. I am working here as an intern, and I have worked with NCC team for the past 6 months. I came here from Pakistan through the Australian Pharmacy Council verification and CAPS exam pathway, followed by interviews with Kelly and yourself, and there has been no looking back since then.
Awesome.
Yeah.
And it's quite a journey. It's not every day you decide to travel across the world to a foreign place.
Let me think about it. Not every day, yeah.
How did that come about? I'd love to know a bit more.
So I think I did a little bit of research when it came to compounding in particular. And I think I also told Kelly during my interview that when it comes to compounding in pharmacy, healthcare in general, Australia is like years ahead. It's like time traveling into the future and seeing compounding at its best. And when I got here, this is exactly what I saw. The kind of principles that are incorporated in compounding pharmacy over here at NCC. It's something that I'm quite inspired by, and it has definitely exceeded my expectations. From the research to the scripts, to how receptive and responsive the pharmacists are to the patients, and how customized and individualized therapy is being given to the patients. I think, and it's not only about a few drugs. You have a wide range of drugs which are covered under the compounding pharmacy. So I think I made the right choice.
Awesome.
Yeah.
How did your family feel about you
my
traversing around the world?
So my family is quite supportive, and I would say progressive relatively when it comes to like education and work and profession. So they were very supportive, and they actually left the decision to me. And that is why I'm very lucky when it comes to like family, and like how the environment around me has been very understanding. And also they saw the kind of work that I've put in as well over the years. So they were quite happy when they found out that I'm actually on a path that is leading somewhere.
That's awesome.
Yeah.
Oh, congratulations for taking that giant step.
Yeah,
And
giant for sure.
I'd love to know, so the process of trying to use your international registration to get recognition here, to get the capsule, that sort of stuff.
Yeah.
What was that journey like? Complicated?
Oh.
Straightforward?
So, I feel like the websites, you have to do everything online. And the websites, the Australian Pharmacy Council website, that was the first website that I came across when it came to like starting off this journey. And it was so straightforward for me. And I didn't understand why people are hiring like third parties to do their work. Because everything was like so straightforward. You just have to email and upload documents. And I did that, and I think my verification came in about 3 weeks. So for me, after that, the CAPS exam, you just have to study for that, and I did. I think consistency for me is like very valuable. And even though it seemed like you can say a long shot, but I gave it a shot, and I just stayed consistent in terms of my studies. And yeah, I cleared the exam. There were 2 papers that were held out of city in Islamabad. That is the capital of Pakistan. And and my result came out, I think, after a month or so.
Wow.
Yeah, and then I started applying for jobs, and I think this was something that I really wanted to have, compounding, something related to compounding. And also, I also cleared the PTE as well. So the entire journey itself, it made me explore who I truly am in a way.
Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah, and also what kind of challenges I can tackle. Yeah.
That's what I was about to say. So there's
Yeah.
obviously, within yourselves, you found that even when there's uncertainty in what might come around the corner, you
Huge uncertainty, yeah.
jump in and had a red hot go. That's awesome.
Yeah.
And back home, you mentioned that you did a little bit of compounding, but in terms of what Australia might do for compounding, it's quite different.
I think the biggest difference that is very obvious that I can see right off the bat is that the difference between compounding equipment and compounding tools. I've dealt with tools.
Right.
And over here you see equipment.
Machines.
Machines, So I think with that, I do require training. I'm going to be very humble about that. Back in Pakistan, I did good, but it was usually handling spatulas, weighing balances, and also like doing everything on your own.
Yeah.
Like I only had my supervisor in a compounding room, and we were the ones receiving scripts. Just like this setup, it had a retail pharmacy attached to a compounding lab, and I was an apprentice for my supervisor at the peak of COVID. It was a complete lockdown. So that added more value to what I was doing. So I think that kind of made me more attached to compounding.
Gotcha.
Yeah.
That's
Yeah.
amazing.
Yeah.
Amazing. So so you then find yourself as an intern pharmacist here.
Yeah.
Just walk me through what a day in the life of Aliza might look like, and as an intern, what sort of things you're required to do here, so far in your 6 months.
Yeah. So I think I like to keep my day very uncomplicated and organized. So whenever I walk in, I clock in, I go straight to my CS1 station that is concerned with counting, packaging, and providing the packaged medication to the pharmacist to check, and making sure that all the baskets that has been dispensed from the dispensing station and has arrived at my station, they are arranged according to the earliest dates, and the clinical orders are usually prioritized. The urgent pickups are prioritized. And once I'm done with that, I then move on to my other station, and that is supplying NCC capsules to an affiliate called Nile. And I organize the order forms based on the double strength capsules and the single strength capsules. And the difference is that the double strength has double the amount of chlorpheniramine, and the single strength has 2 mgs, whereas double strength has 4 mgs. So once I'm done with that, I do follow-ups, making sure that the medication is safe for the person taking it. Sometimes I do collaborate with the senior pharmacist to make sure that we are giving safe and optimum healthcare. Even when it comes to like packaging the medicine, if I come across something that may seem a bit ambiguous, I will question about it with the senior pharmacist, and they're always very helpful.
Awesome.
Yeah. Yeah.
There's a lot to pack into a day.
Oh, yeah, yeah. And on Fridays, I do reception counseling, which, again, is a fun experience. I think the kind of interactions that I've had with patients, it makes you quite aware of the importance of supplying medications on time, and also how to just do your job the way it should be done. In terms of making an actual difference, because when you meet the person who is receiving the medication and how much they're in need of it, so that makes you feel a bit more enthusiastic, and it gives more meaning to what you're doing. So on Fridays, I'm usually concerned with providing the medication to the patient, counseling if they require it. And also, if it is a compounded medication, I provide them with a price so that they can pick it up later. Usually takes about 1 or 2 days for it to prepare.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's awesome. That's awesome. So a wide variety of tasks throughout a week.
Yeah.
And how have you found, I'd love to know, compared to what sort of experience you've had back home as a pharmacist, but what are the interactions with patients like here? Are they... Are they different? Is there much in them?
I think they're more detailed. They're more elaborate.
Yeah.
Back home, I used to counsel. I did community as a part-time, 20 hours a week for 2 years. That was in the evening. And what I have seen is that over here, people are more, they tend to question more, and they tend to be more serious about the medication that they're taking.
Gotcha.
And back home, there's this practice of like self-medication or self-administration.
Yeah.
So even when it comes to like doctors or like pharmacists, patients are usually a bit too much confident back home. In terms of taking the medication. So, but over here, they're like completely dependent on us.
Yeah.
So I think that is a kind of like a difference that I've seen.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's more detailed, and I think it's more dependent.
Awesome.
Yeah.
So do you feel like you might be getting more bang for your buck when you get to talk to them and they go, that's a great idea, I might actually do what I'm told?
Yeah, exactly. Yeah. So that is why we need to be more careful that whatever we tell them, it should better be accurate.
Yeah, absolutely. Absolutely. That's awesome.
Yeah.
I mean, one of the questions we've got is the moment you think this is why we do what we do. Have you got a specific interaction with a patient that you've had where you go, oh, wow, this compounded medicine actually did make a significant difference to them or their loved one? Anything that comes to mind?
I think it was this patient that I dealt with. I clearly remember it somehow. She was an athlete, and she came here. She's still an athlete. She came here, and she was going for her competition, and she needed naltrexone capsules. And she came in with a script without any specified quantity, and she was going on a tour, and she needed this badly for her arthritis and muscle pain. And so that was the moment where I realized that this girl is going to represent the country on a national level, and she is literally dependent on this compounded medication.
Yeah.
And she's ready to wait for it, and she's ready to do anything for it to get it. And we worked out a quantity for her, and she was so happy when she received it. She said that because I will be on tour, I won't be able to get it from anywhere else. And this is where I felt useful, and the entire team, it made me feel like that we are doing something bigger than what it seems.
Yeah, that's awesome.
Yeah.
That's really, really cool.
Yeah.
Do you have any highlights in your week? What do you most enjoy about all of the things you cover?
Like generally about life.
Oh, even about work.
Work highlights. I would say I enjoy doing something mechanical.
Cool.
Active.
Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah. So even back home when I was comparing compounding with retail is like more conversational and a bit relaxed. Compounding is like you're doing stuff, right? So I prefer something mechanical, and I think whenever I'm doing something mechanical and movement oriented, that is my highlight, and that is what makes me feel like more productive.
Yeah, cool.
Yeah.
Cool.
So something, because that really makes me feel like I've done something actually. Yeah.
You've probably seen in your time here so far that there's a lot of us that love just to be busy and to be moving. So
yeah,
you would fit right in
with
our level of activity.
And I love that. Like, it doesn't make me the odd one out.
No. No, we're all in the same boat.
Yeah.
That's awesome. That's really awesome.
Yeah.
So I guess one of the questions that I love to ask is, I guess, what you see as different from NCC to other pharmacies or compounders in Australia. Difficult question to ask, but compared to back home, like you mentioned earlier, is there anything about the specifics of what we do or the makeup of our team or how we operate as a team that's different to where you've been in pharmacy before?
I think it's the combination of speed and accuracy with which we operate, from the time of receiving the script to studying it, and the way I've seen senior pharmacists actually study a script in order to reach a conclusion about what should be done and what is safe for the patient. So that kind of care and compassion that I got to see here is something which definitely stands out. And moving forward to the lab where the medication is actually being made, when you enter the lab, you see like how the actual work being done, creating the medicine, and then when it comes out, again, it is being pharmacist checked. And till the end point, till it gets to the user, if it's a new patient, they're going to counsel the patient in complete detail so that there's no stone left unturned. So I think that is something which is commendable. And also the turnaround time is the speed. We do it, I think, quicker and faster compared to other compounding pharmacies, and also the diversity of people we deal with. We supply medications to. Like, we supply medications to not only like individual patients, but to like affiliate pharmacies and clinics. And we are able to do that fairly quickly. This is like amazing. This shows how teamwork can actually make things happen.
Awesome.
Yeah.
Lots of pieces, you're right.
Yeah, yeah. And I think NCC is like it's just great. Yeah.
Awesome.
In terms of that.
Well, that's fabulous.
Yeah.
Really, really cool, Aliza. So then, to talk more about the life outside of the lab, more about you, what makes you tick?
I'm sorry, Tick.
I've thrown a few Australian slangs
All right.
at you. What do you enjoy to do outside of work?
Oh, enjoy to do outside of work. So I like trying out new cuisines. Yeah, food.
Yeah.
I like trying out new food and just chilling with friends, just seeing new places. During my alone time, me time, I like to read, and I appreciate cinematic art, like movies and films.
Yeah.
And
wow.
also animated art as well, like Japanese anime. Yeah, I'm a big fan of that as well. So I like to appreciate art in general. So even going to the museums or galleries or anything abstract that I see, that's something that really fascinates me, and I enjoy being a part of that.
Cool.
Yeah.
Cool. I wonder if there's a parallel between compounding art and visual art. Perhaps not.
Well, the artwork you have here on the walls.
Do you like it?
Oh, I love it. Like, you got taste.
No. That was my wife's Vanessa's choice.
Oh, okay.
She's very good at
very
that.
finesse.
We thought it would add a bit of add something different to what we do.
Yeah, it gives it a complete look. Yeah, the entire workplace.
Awesome.
Yeah.
I'll pass that feedback to her.
Do that.
She'll be very grateful. Great. In your time in Australia so far, have you been to any places locally that you've loved? What's the Gold Coast put on so far?
I mean, I have to. I maybe this is questionable, but I love Surfers Paradise.
Yeah.
It's just questionable. It's just free and just like expressive, and people are just doing their own thing. It's just amazing. And
All walks of life.
I swear, and like. People used to tell me, oh no, Surfers is like, it's scary, it's shady. Yeah. It's like, you can never be sure. But I just went there, I'm like, this is pretty cool. And especially the slingshot.
Yeah.
I saw that. I just saw. I was.
You're not an adventure seeker yet?
I did not succumb to peer pressure as yet. But yeah, it was just amazing. I just loved it. And then it's right next to the beach and the ocean.
Yeah.
So yeah, the places over there, even Broad Beach, in terms of like having food and dinner, I think these are the places that I love. And Rubina is a bit more like academic. Yeah. So it's good to reside in, but I think for having fun, I would definitely go for Surfers or Broad Beach.
Nice.
Yeah,
you found the heart of the Gold Coast.
I love that.
Our Fiji team that we recently had over said the same thing. Yeah. They thought Surfers was amazing.
I think it's very appealing for outsiders.
Yeah. I think as locals, I might need to sort of, appreciate it for more than what we might think. That's awesome. That's really cool. And something I forgot to ask before, but what do you think's in store for compounding pharmacies in the future? From what you think of what you've seen and what you know?
Compounding pharmacies, the future of them.
Yeah. Where do you think it goes?
I think I would love to see, even though it might seem like a very bizarre idea, but I think I would love to see compounding collaborating with gene therapy, like genetic engineering, because I think there are certain diseases and conditions for which we haven't found a cure yet. So compounding and gene therapy can sort of, and they're usually genetic disorders, so compounding can step in where we can somehow, find a cure for cystic fibrosis or something like that. I'm not sure how that's going to work out, but that's something which I think that I have envisioned, something like that.
And it makes a lot of sense, because if you think about the tailored nature of genetic profiling and what it could tell science, you then look at what compounding pharmacies do on an individual scale.
And we are also innovative, right?
Absolutely.
So we can also create something. We don't have to rely on like bulks or commercial products like that. We can innovate. We can do our own research, and we can provide something to maybe facilitate what gene therapy has to offer.
Yeah, absolutely. And possibly speed to market is much faster than what you'd have to do when you look at the big pharma bulky stuff that they put through. Yeah, very cool. Very, very cool. So it's been wonderful to chat. I hope you've enjoyed it.
Thank you so much.
No, it's great. You look like a natural on these podcasts.
Oh, really?
Yeah. I think of all the podcasts, this is podcast 6, 7. I think this is podcast 8. Mm-hmm. Of all the ones that we've done, it's been really cool to see everyone that is super keen and stepped up. They've done a great job, and it almost starts to flow towards the end naturally without needing a script or anything artificial. So it's been awesome.
Yeah, thanks. And you have been great.
That's a bit of fun.
You have been a great host. Like, I didn't even feel like I was doing kind of like a podcast. It was just like a casual conversation, and I love that.
Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah.
I mean, maybe one day Andrew Huberman and I can sit down and we can.
I don't know him.
No, he's a big longevity podcaster.
Oh, I know about Joe Rogan.
Yeah, Joe Rogan's another one. He's amazing.
Yeah, he too. Yeah.
Peter Attia's another guy you should look into. Anyway, they're in the longevity space that I love.
All
so
right.
sky's the limit. But
Great.
yeah. What's one thing you'd love to leave the listeners with? After everything you've shared today, what's something you want to just keep them thinking about, or leave them with a takeaway point?
I think one thing that I would want my listeners to just keep in mind is that we tend to rely on reason a lot. Just go with your intuition, mostly. Yeah.
Nice. I mean, isn't that cool?
Yeah.
I really like the juxtaposition of that with what we do in compounding with what medicine traditionally is.
Yeah.
You look at how healthcare is
It's out of the books, compounding.
Yeah, but then you look at how healthcare's evolved over the last couple of years, especially after COVID. And if it didn't evolve and it was very traditional like it used to be, there'd be no way we would have innovated and moved forward like we have.
So evolving is always like great, personally, professionally. Cool. So this is what I want my listeners to know, that just follow what you think cannot be done, but just give it a shot.
Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah.
Shoot for the stars and
let's see where that takes us. Yeah.
That's amazing. Well,
great.
Look, thank you so much for sharing.
Thank you, man.
Aliza, all of the travels you've done to get here, all of the challenges you've been through, all of the wins that you have, and yeah, it's been wonderful to chat. And
thanks to you for making this happen, for making this possible.
Least I can do. That's great. It's a lot of fun getting everyone involved, and thank you very much for your time.
Thanks for your time.